Good morning everyone. Myself Kausam Momin. Chapter number 20 in the world of stars. Topic is getting to know some constellations. What is the meaning of constellation? Constellation is a stars occupying a small portion of the celestial sphere is called a constellation. That means stars occupying a small portion. So that we have to see how stars occupying a small portion. At the left hand side you can observe diagram for stars, Saptarashi, or we can say the Great Bear, and this is pole star. So we will read and we will understand the topics related about these things. During summer nights, one can see a particular arrangement of 7 stars. Have you observed these 7 stars? So please observe in summer nights you can easily observe this type of stars. And we call them Saptarashi. Arrangement of 7 stars, we call it as Saptarashi. You can see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is Saptarashi and we can call it as the Great Bear. In the month of February, this constellation rises around 8 pm in the northeast. It is on the meridian in the month of April and in the month of October. It sets around 8 pm. As the name suggests, Saptarashi is a group of 7 bright stars. Why we are naming it as Saptarashi? Because this is group of 7 stars. It is in the shape of quadrangle with a tail made up of 3 stars. You can observe this is quadrangle and this is tail made up of 3 stars. It thus resembles kite and can be easily recognized. It looks like a kite and it can be easily recognized. If we extend one side of a quadrangle, it reaches the pole stars of polarized as shown in figure. Different countries have different names for this constellation. In our country we are naming it as Saptarashi and in English this is known as Great Bear. Okay. Now next point is related. The constellation of Saptarashi and Sharmishta or Cassiopeia are useful in locating the pole star. What is pole star? You can observe this is pole star. This is very bright. And with the help of this pole star we can recognize a North Pole because it is nearer to the North Pole. So we can recognize the North Pole also. Okay. Sharmishta is made up of 5 bright stars which are distributed along the figure of the letter M. You can observe here 5 star. The perpendicular bisector line joining the 3rd and 4th stars in the Sharmishta goes towards pole star. The pole star has Saptarashi on one side and Sharmishta on the other. As Sharmishta sets, Saptarashi rises. Thus, we can always use either one or the other as a reference point on any given night. Next point is Mrug Nakshatra, or we can say it as Orion, has very bright stars. On winter nights they can be easily identified. It has 7-8 stars of which 4 are the corners or a quadrangle. You can observe here in this diagram. The line passing through the 3 middle stars of constellation when extended meets a very bright star. This is Vyad or Sirius. During the month of December, Mruga Nakshatra rises at 8 pm on the eastern horizon. It is on the meridian during February and in June, and it sets around at 8 p.m. So this middle three the stars through this one line is extended, and over here our bright stars, which is pole star. Next is Vrishchik, or we can say it as Scorpio, is a constellation with 10 to 12 stars. You can observe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It is around 10 to 12 or 13 stars. Jeshta or Antaras is the brightest among them. This constellation is below the equator. In the sky of the southern hemisphere, in the third week of April, it can be seen in the eastern sky a few hours after sunset. So, based on these are the constellation which are made up of combination like few stars coming together, and we are naming it as Saptarashi, Vrishchik, Scorpio, and all. We are giving name as per their number of stars. Now next is, there is a question, why is the pole star important for sky? So based on this pole star, we can recognize pole of the earth. So we can recognize north pole is around of that star, because nearer the star is nearer to the north pole. Okay.